Shalom, shalom. Israel, first and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, BaHashem YAHAWASHI, BaHashem RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim, YAHAWAH, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this bond of captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. So today's lesson, we're going to be talking about how the people, okay, or the inhabitants, the average person on the earth is not only weaker but overall less capable. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. Like, they're less capable than in the previous generation, and normally it should be the other way around, where as time goes on, they improve. They're supposed to be stronger. They're supposed to be wiser. They're supposed to be smarter. They're supposed to be more capable. But that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing the complete opposite, as we are seeing, the evils in the world grow and grow, which we're going to get into that with this lesson, because this is the precedent or the behavior of the current generation. The current generation, and I've done a lesson on this before, the current generation of kids, teenagers, whatever, they are, in every literal sense of the word, illiterate. They can barely read and write. Okay, like actual read and write. They don't know how to spell. They have technology doing literally everything for them. Oh, and even that, let me also get this. That movie WALL-E, I remember watching it when I was a kid. Oh wow, 2008. I remember watching it all these years ago. Maybe not when I was a kid. I don't remember the whole movie, but there was these people. Let me get it because it's very important. WALL-E.
Why didn't you wake me for morning announcements? Honestly, it's the one thing I get to...
Alright, so... Oh, hold on, actually.
Honestly, it's the one thing I get to do on this ship.
So basically, all the people, they're fat, they're out of shape. Well, fat, I guess, is an understatement. I'm not gonna lie, but they're incapable of what's the word? Like doing things on their own or being self-sufficient. They have all this technology doing stuff for you. Oh wow, there's even movies. Yeah, people were talking about that. This was also with the whole, what was it called? The Apple Vision Pro, whatever, something. Basically, where it's these glasses that let you do all the things that you want, do all the freaking stuff. And honestly, if you look at this video, and this was 16 years ago. Damn. Because 2008, yeah, 16 years ago, like that's insane. So it's basically showing the iPad kids trend, where there are kids that are always on their iPad. They cannot live without being on their iPad. All right, and the whole thing with the people they don't even need to do anything, because you can order food. You can order food at the comfort of your own home. You can do this, do that. A lot of people have been working from home lately. Okay, just being done for you, and it is getting to a point where over here we see, I guess society is going to end up like this, where people are just going to be fat. They're not going to be doing anything. They're not going to be physically doing anything on their own, because they're going to be, and as time goes on, they're going to become incapable of physically doing stuff on their own, and they're not going to be aware of the surroundings, just as these iPad kids are not aware of their surroundings, and they're not problematic because they're focused they're hyper focused on their iPads. And then on here, okay, because there's a screen on in their face, it's always in their face and they're always focused on that. It's basically the same thing, but these are adults or portrayed as adults. And they just reach their hand out to get the food or the poison that's like poison water, which is soda. You know, we try. I tell people not to drink, or I tell Israelites not to drink soda anymore. I don't tell everyone. I would tell other people not to drink soda, but of course not Israelites or any family members or anything like that. Yeah, basically, yeah, I think you get the picture. Just the fact that yeah, everyone is fat as fuck. They can't do anything. They're reliant on, you know, the stuff to do things for them. All right, which perfectly transitions into this, because this was not planned. This was the Wally thing was not planned, but this was planned. So let's get into this video.
I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen. Why is you guys' 5-year-old daughter singing Poundtown?
Right? If I remove myself from shame, if I put my body all over the internet, if I'm constantly selling sex and I'm talking about drugs and hip hop, this is rot in the black community. I will never support it. Doesn't mean I have a problem with Sexy Red personally. In fact, I'd love to have her on the show. I would talk to her about this because I think it's going to start with an awakening. All of these artists have to understand that they are being used. Hollywood is being used. And as I've said on multiple episodes, it is not just Black America. It is all of America. The music has become filth. There is an effort to make people stupid, to blow them up with drugs, and to make it so that they cannot be successful. I am convinced that America has become a slave colony, and the purpose of which is just to fund endless wars and to not even be able to comprehend what it is that we are doing outside of our own borders.
So yeah, basically, that's the thing that there's a lot to unpack at the sub. I might have to let her talk again. Okay, so first things first, the you know, a whole bunch of poison, make them pump people a whole bunch of poison. Yeah, that's the thing. Funnily enough, Wally thing does kind of show that, where people are fat, eating unhealthy things and stuff like that, where they're incapable of you know, doing much physical labor. That's number one. Number two, people in general, they don't truly understand like, I guess, politics, I guess, if you want to call it that. They don't truly understand, you know, what's going on with both sides. They don't understand the story of both sides. They don't understand the true story or how things truly started out. Okay, and you know, that's the thing. Like, we as Israelites, well, number one, we as Israelites either get informed about it, or you know, a brother has been, you know, talking about it or doing lessons on it, getting the actual details on it. So like this is the thing that we need to be doing. We need to be aware of certain things like this, so that we're not under the delusion that Edom wants us to be under. Okay, we're not fools. We're not being dumb. Okay, and that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, a lot of the random citizens, you know, Americans, whatever, you know, they truly do not understand, you know, the gravity or the seriousness, or even better yet, who really is at fault with the whole war that's going on with Israel and Hamas. All right, like they don't know, and they're just on a side without truly understanding or comprehending, you know, the true meaning, not the meaning, but the true, you know, origin about why X, Y, and Z happen. And I also did, it's like that. I remember doing multiple different videos on similar topics. Okay, where there was also this one influencer dude who named Hassan, who is basically like pushing forward that same thing, or he doesn't fully know what he's talking about. He's just saying random shit, and then, you know, the people are just regurgitating the stuff that he says, and, you know, like, at the same time, it's like there's no real person that truly understand what's going on. They're just regurgitating and saying the same, saying stuff that one uninformed person is saying, or saying something that one person that is informed, but they have an agenda that they're attempting to push, which also ties into the whole agenda, or not necessarily agenda, but the whole, well, yes, like it is an agenda, but the whole Sexy Red, the whole Lil Nas X, and all these types of, celebrity influencers that are trying to make people be and act like them. All right. So and that's the thing. Like, it really does call into question: do they know what they're doing? Do they understand what they're doing? And sometimes the answer to that question is yes, but they just don't care because they need to get that money. And even if Candace Owens does talk to Sexy Red, which I highly doubt it, maybe she will, maybe she won't, doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, all she cares about is her money and making sure she's taken care of. Like, this is the thing. A lot of the mindset of Jake's. All right, let me also get the scriptures. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We are not ignorant. We cannot be ignorant. We have to be familiar. We have to understand what is going on, why this ties into that, understanding all the hidden meaning, hidden messages, and the reasons behind why certain things happen. Okay, we are familiar. We need to familiarize ourselves with, so that we're not going to be deceived. So that when they say, let's say Trump shot Biden in the head or something like that, then if we understand, and if we don't take it at face value, and we're able to go and see, what happened, this, that, and the third. Okay, well, it was in self-defense, so that means that Trump isn't really a bad guy, X, Y, and Z. Which I'm not backing Trump or anything like that. I'm just giving an example. Those were just the first two names that popped in my head. All right, so which like we don't support them. We're not supposed to be going out and vote, and that's a separate thing altogether. Okay, and people are or you got Eve that's freaking praying for Trump to become president again and quote unquote fix everything. Like, even if, let's say, Trump did, which honestly I don't believe that Trump is going to become president. If he does run again, which I don't know if he is, I think didn't he get like arrested or something like that? So I think like he's not qualified. But regardless of, even if he is qualified, even if he does run again, it doesn't seem to be, in speaking as a man, from what I know, it does not seem to be that he is going to even let that slide. He's not going to go and forward the stuff that Biden. I think Biden needs to be the one to be in power if he run again. I think Biden needs to be the one in power in order to, forward more of the MOTB and other stuff, as well as the wars that's going on. Because from the speeches I heard of Trump, Trump was saying something like, I'm against the digital thing, I'm against this and the third. And while that sounds bad for us in terms of like he might be trying to fuck up and stop the MOTB from happening. The fact of the matter is, regardless of even if Trump was a change, the fact that if the higher ups or the people that are controlling the president or whatever tell him to do that, say, we need this to happen, he's gonna have to do it, or it's gonna be done regardless. Like, there's no, at the end of the day, there's no real, like, what's the word? The president really doesn't have any much say. Like, the powers that be, like, they have the last say in it. They're gonna, I guess, get their way at the end of the day. All right, but regardless, Trump this is why, for me personally, again, speaking as a man, I would prefer it if Trump did not become president, because what's the word, headbutting and stuff like that, or just having the people with the common interests, or people with the puppet and the puppeteers continue to forward this stuff, okay, and expedite and make the things go faster, or so we can, you know, be done with it. All right. Now, Slakia. Isaiah 31 from the top. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. And this is what we have with the citizens of Babylon, trusting in the government, trusting in Esau, Edom, and that for everything, and being reliant on them for everything. Like, this is the thing. In times of trouble, in times of crisis, in times of just everyday life, they rely on the government for everything. All right, and this is kind of like a representation of that, where, you know, they've got, these people in this movie have gotten to a point where they are incapable of being independent, and they are fully reliant on the I guess government in this case to, you know, do everything for them at a minute level. All right. Next, what I want to go back to what she said.
Will never support it. Doesn't I have
Insane agenda push I have ever
selling sex, and I'm talking about drugs and hip hop. This is rot in the black community. I will never support it. Doesn't I have a problem with sexy red personally? In fact, I'd love to have her on the show. I would talk to her about this, because I think it's going to start with an awakening. All of these artists have to understand that they are being used. Hollywood is being used. And as I've said on multiple episodes, it is not just Black America. It is all of America. The music has become filth. There's an effort to make people stupid, to load them up with drugs, and to make...
Yeah, that's the thing. That trying to make people stupid. And again, people are stupid. I don't think I've said this in this video, but I did say in another video. They did, it's like teachers. There are high school teachers that are, or either middle school or high school teachers, saying that their students, a 7th grade student, is reading at a 4th grade level. All right, and there's only, like he said, and there was this one teacher that said he can count on one hand the amount of students that can actually read and write, or are smart, or are actually on their grade level. All right, so a majority of the people, or of the students, kids, whatever, are actually dumb and being mean-spirited, disrespectful, or anything like that. This is just a cold hard fact that these kids are literally dumb. All right, there's nothing that I'm saying that's incorrect, mean, or anything like that. Just a fact. It's just a fact. All right.
Make it so that they cannot be successful. I am convinced that America has become a slave colony, and
so yeah, number one, slave colony. They only just want workers that's just gonna do what they tell them to do. When they say, oh, we have this jab that we want you all to take. Okay, yeah, sure, let's take it. Wait, not, and they don't want people to say, okay, let me check to see, is this okay? But you want to check this? Okay, no, you're fired. Then get the fuck out of here. You have to go die in a ditch somewhere. All right, like you should just follow the thing and stick to what we said. This is all that you need to know. All right, that you need to know is just take it because we said it. All right, and then like over here, all these people that are independent of the government, and are smart enough to think for themselves, okay, that aren't actually dumb, are being demonized. All right, so this is the stuff that we got. Slovakia, this is the stuff we got. Like, we're being, it's just, you're being demonized for being dumb.
the purpose of which is just to fund endless wars and to not even be able to comprehend what it is that we are doing outside of our own borders.
Yes, Slovakia about the pausing thing, but again, we can't comprehend the things that's going on outside of the world. People are, in all honesty, America is, or the West, whatever, if you want to call it that, is pretty sheltered. They don't understand or comprehend or even fully care enough to go and learn what is going on outside of the borders. Who is the cause of the war that's going on in Israel and Hamas? Okay, so they're just saying that, okay, well, America just told us we'll just believe them. We're on Israel's side, or this side. We're on this one side just because someone told us to. We're not gonna take both sides and judge righteously. All right, and this is how Babylon is. Okay, and the thing is, that is also them relying on the government to think for them, to make these life decisions for them, which a lot of people, especially for the jab, a lot of people ended up regretting. There was this one Edomite man, all right, who had a kid, and he was married to. He was married to his wife and his kid, and he had a kid. Wife went behind his back, even though he apparently said, "Hey, don't go get the jab." All right, he told his wife that, and then the wife went behind her husband's back, which honestly he should be getting mad at the wife. I'm not gonna lie, I hope he did. But anyway, the thing was, the wife went behind the husband's back, went to some clinic or whatever, and gave the kid a jab. The wife didn't get it herself. She gave the kid. Well, maybe she did. I don't know. Because that's a different thing. But she gave the kid the jab, and then the kid was dying. On this too. The kid was dying and saying the kid was dying. The father was calling the clinic and saying, "Why did you guys let my wife give the kid the jab? Like this is wrong. My kid is dying, fighting for his life because you didn't stop them." When honestly, while I understand the sentiment, like he has no business blaming them. He should be blaming his wife. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I understand the evil that's going on, but like he really had no business complaining to the people. The mother, who is one of the guards there and present, and she authorized it, so he had to be getting mad at her. Honestly, it shouldn't have been them. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so yes, they are wrong. They were wrong for giving it to a child, but hey, you have to get mad at the right person in the situation, and that was the wife. She went behind your back, clearly doesn't respect you, and then she killed your kid. Hey, what I gotta say? All right, now moving on. Titus chapter 2 verse 3, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands. Yahweh be not blasphemed. Now let's go back. Let me refresh this. This is what was with the initial clip. Okay, I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but Yahawadah get the picture. I'll link this video into the description.
I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen. Why is you guys' 5-year-old daughter singing Pound Town?
If I remove my
So yeah, you got 5-year-old daughters, so 5-year-old girls listening to Sexy Red, Pound Town, and can I? Okay, I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can. Oh, better yet, instead, I can do this. Pound Town lyrics. So by Sexy Red. Okay, cool. It's the right one. Pound Town with my N. He just took a B down. What the hell? Like, my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely not child appropriate. Even I'm not gonna lie. A few, I guess, rap songs, but hey, I'm not condoning it. I'm not condoning it. Anyway, thing is, yeah, people like what's her name, Sexy Red, should be a good example and not a bad example. Not trying to teach young girls, okay, 5-year-old girls, okay, about being sluts and stuff like that. You're supposed to be, as we read in Titus chapter 2, 3-5, okay, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, okay, to be being sober, behavior as becometh holiness, okay. Being a harlot, being a whore is not holy. All right, these people are wicked. Let me also get this: Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. So over here, there shall be no whores. Okay, so you can't be the Israelite women. Okay, we cannot have them being whores. Okay, this is just wrong. This is a literal commandment that these women are actively breaking. Okay, like they're going off. All right, and it's just like soon Yahawadah and His really needs to destroy this place. But finally, Revelation chapter, because I'm gonna go in this. I think there's another lesson I want to do about this. Revelation chapter 9, verse 6. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. Now, the thing is, like, how is that going to be the case? And that's going to be in, when people are going to be zombies. And I'm going to do a lesson on this probably later, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Basically talking about how people with the whole C-hip, they're going to become like zombies. All right, they want, I guess maybe having a strong mind, strong brain, being able to be a free thinker, some type ish, where is going to be, what's the word, counterproductive to the C-hip that they want to implement. All right, so as a result, they do want people's brains to be mush and less developed, all right, so to speak. And by less developed, I mean stupid. They want people to be stupid so that they're easily controlled, all right? Because if you have a strong mind, then of course it's going to be either harder or just flat out impossible, all right? But, this is the thing. Like, they do want just, here's a whole society of stupid soldiers that we can control at our beck and call. All right, like how many freaking different media, movies, games, shows, whatever, talk about, we want a mindless, the perfect soldier, someone that's gonna do what they're told without question, and just be, be the perfect slave. All right, perfect slave that doesn't complain and will just do everything that we tell them to do without any external factors. All right, this is what they want, and this is kind of what they're getting, because this is what they're developing, and we see that with how people are, or the newer generation, or kids specifically, are a lot dumber. All right, and people, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people in my generation are dumb too. Okay, but I will give them credit though, that they're not as dumb. They're definitely not as dumb. All right, they are dumber. I'll say, comparatively, I'm dumber than a brother or sister in this truth with that that's older than me. All right, but overall, to spirit probably I'm trying to break out of that, and become smarter, be more independent in terms of thought. Being breaking some bad habits of just trying to let someone else think for me, and helping me to understand, to get to that type of but at the same time, we being in this truth, we do need to think the same way. Okay, we have to be able to come to the same conclusions. Okay, let me get that. As a matter of fact, Amos 3 verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? So, like, if we don't believe in the same thing, then we can't walk together. We can't be in agreement. We have to have the same doctrine, okay, in order to, be able to call each other brothers. All right, but at the same time, there's gonna come that issue, the issues of there's gonna come the issues of like, are you able to understand why this X, Y, and Z is so important, and not just that you're just regurgitating something else? Do you understand what you believe in, or what you claim to believe in, or you're just saying that just because someone else said it? All right. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. But let me just say that is another thing that a lot of Trump supporters do, Biden supporters, Obama supporters. That was a big thing. People didn't actually know what these people believed in, but they just believed them because, oh yeah, I identify with Obama. Oh, I like Trump. Trump speaks well. Okay, he says the things that I want to hear. All right, but I don't know about any of his policies. All right. So without, I hope all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad Babal, and Shalom.